Delhi's winter evening had its own personality. Sharp, smoky, and humming with life, the kind of air that made breath visible and secrets heavier. At the Lodiyar district, under strings of dim yellow lights, Aarav Malhotra stepped out of a matte black Mercedes. Billionaire, tech visionary, and with a past so messy even his legal team treated it like a bomb with loose wires. He wasn't supposed to be here. The board meeting he dodged was probably still going on at his office in Cyber City. But something had been off for days, and being in a crowd made him feel less hunted. He shoved his hands into his coat pockets and scanned the Vuprit murals. That's when he saw her, a woman standing alone in front of a half-finished community mural, speaking to a group of underprivileged kids with a calm, firm warmth. No drama, no savior complex, just presence. Her white shawl was wrapped loosely over a dark blue kurta, her hair tied in a low bun. She wasn't forcing smiles. Kids simply gravitated toward her. Aarav muttered under his breath, "Who's that?" The passerby shrugged. "Some social worker. She funds the whole mural program." Her laugh cut through the evening, soft, real. Aarav watched too long. An elderly man nudged him. "Beta, staring like that won't get you anywhere." Aarav smirked. "Who said I want to get anywhere?" But he did. The woman turned, their eyes met for a second, and for the first time in a long time, Aarav felt something unfamiliar. Not desire, not curiosity, recognition, like he was seeing someone he had forgotten. Her name was Anaya Kapoor. Wealthy, yes, but every rupee she had went into running shelters for trafficking survivors and education programs for slum kids. Aarav researched her that night, not in a creepy way. Okay, maybe a little. He found her schedule, her projects, her meetings, her public drives. She wasn't someone who hid, unlike him. So when he accidentally ran into her at Con Market 3 days later, it wasn't an accident at all. She was in the bookstore, in the section on social policy. He picked up a random book and pretended to flip through it. She noticed him before he could make a move. "You're holding the book upside down," she said calmly. He froze, looked down. The book was indeed upside down. She raised an eyebrow. "Trying to look intellectual or trying too hard?" Aarav laughed, rubbing the back of his neck, guilty of both probably. She reached out her hand. "Anaya Kapoor?" Aarav, just Aarav. He never said his last name, not when he didn't want the entire room to stiffen. They walked together through the market and afterward. Chais, stalls, soft winter sun. She talked about her work. He talked about books he pretended to have read. When they parted, she hesitated for a second. "It was nice running into you, Aarav." He nodded. "Maybe we'll run into each other again." She smiled. "Maybe." But as she walked away, her eyes narrowed slightly. Something about him was too smooth, too convenient. Their meetings continued, coincidentally for her, logistically engineered for him. Connaught Place, Mayin's Tomb, India Habitat Center Cafe. Each time Aarav pretended surprised like a champ. Each time Anaya pretended she wasn't secretly looking forward to it. One evening, while walking through Lodi Colony again, she asked, "You've become a pattern. Is that good or bad?" he asked. "Haven't decided." But she looked away to hide her smile. She loved his dry humor, his sharpness, his strange sadness he never explained. And he loved how she made him forget that he was someone dangerous. Someone hiding too much. One night in December, while they strolled near India Gate, she shivered. He immediately took off his coat and draped it over her shoulders. "You'll freeze," she protested. "I don't freeze easily," he said. "What makes you so sure?" Aarav looked straight into her eyes. "I've been cold for years." She stopped walking. "Aarav, that doesn't sound like a joke." It wasn't one. She didn't push. She simply slipped her hand into his. That night, something shifted. 1 week later, Anaya went to meet her friend, Raghav, a lawyer who handled permits for her NGO. He looked uneasy. "Anaya, I need to tell you something. About the land papers, I know the deal is slow, but it's not about that." Raghav took a deep breath. "It's about Aarav." She stiffened. "What about him?" "His full name is Aarav Malhotra." "Silence. That Malhotra," she whispered. "The one whose company was tied to multiple investigations. Offshore accounts, scribed officials, insider trading. None proven, all whispered." Raghav nodded. "He's not clean, Anaya. He's very gray." Her throat tightened. "Gray is different from evil." "Maybe." Raghav leaned forward. "But you should at least know who you're dealing with." As she left, her heart felt heavy. This was no small truth. This was a truth that changed everything. She went straight to Aarav's penthouse in Chinakipuri that night. He opened the door, surprised. Anaya, are you okay? Why didn't you tell me who you are? The smile dropped. He knew exactly what she meant. Aarav closed his eyes. You're right. I screwed up. Why? He took a long breath. Because the first time I saw you, I didn't want to be the version of me everyone fears. I wanted to be someone who deserved you. Her voice softened. Aarav, what exactly do you do? No PR? No filters? He looked straight at her. My companies have done things I'm not proud of. Deals, shortcuts. Things that happened before I had full control. I've tried to clean it, but the stains remain. She stepped back. So you planned every coincidence? Yes. That's manipulative. I know. And you think love built on manipulation is love? He didn't speak. She turned around. This is too much. But before leaving, she said quietly, I didn't fall for Aarav Malhotra. I fell for the man who held my hand at India Gate, and I don't know if that man is real. She left. He didn't go after her, because he didn't know the answer to her question either. 3 days passed. No calls. No messages. Delhi grew colder. One night, Aarav was driving back from Gurgaon around 1 a.m. Fog thick as a blanket, remote nearly empty. His car phone buzzed. Raghav, he never called. Aarav hesitated, then picked up. What? Raghav's voice was tense. Aarav listened carefully. Someone leaked documents. Your past deals, names, dates, everything. Tomorrow morning, the media will explode. Aarav tightened his grip on the steering wheel. Who leaked it? That's the problem, Raghav said. It looks like it came from someone inside your sinkhole. Aarav's mind raced. If this goes public, you won't just lose the company, you may lose your freedom. Fog swallowed his headlights. But one thought hit stronger than everything else. If Anaya sees the headlines first, she'll think I hid the worst from her too. Do not tell her, Aarav said sharply. Raghav swore she deserves the truth. I'll tell her myself. You don't have time. I'll make time. Aarav ended the call. At that exact moment, his car headlights caught something ahead. A figure on the road. Someone. He braked hard. The tires skidded on the wet road. The car stopped inches away. The figure stepped closer, wrapped in a white shawl. Anaya, she in tears frozen on her cheeks. Why are you here at 1 a.m.? Aarav asked, breath shaking. I didn't know where else to go. He didn't ask what happened. He simply took off his coat again and put it on her shoulders. She looked up. Is any part of you real? He cupped her face with trembling hands. You, he whispered, what I feel for you, that's the only real thing I've had in years. She broke down, leaning into him. But just when it felt like a fragile, hopeful moment, a police siren wailed in the distance. Aarav's phone buzzed again. Mateo, his head of security. About they issued a warrant. Someone tipped them off. You need to move now. Aarav closed his eyes. Anaya looked at him, terrified. Aarav, what's happening? He swallowed hard. Anaya, I don't know how much time I have. Time for what? He held her hand. To tell you everything. He kissed her forehead. Then their hands intertwined. Then lights flashed behind them, police approaching. Fog thickening, Aarav whispering. Trust me. Anaya staring at him, breathless. Aarav, what will happen now? He squeezed her hand. We'll face it together. The police cars stopped behind them. Doors opened. Boots hit the road, a voice shouted, Aarav Malhotra, step away from the woman. Anaya's grip tightened on him. The law chooses him.